Can you see? Can you see? Okay, 3, 2, 1, start.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you so much for having us here. It is our honor for us to be here to present you our ideas. Toys recycle us. I believe everyone sitting here is for the same mission. From bring toys a new life to bring children a new life. We share the same mind. We have the same vision. We aim to break the hierarchy and to create a closely knitted community. We work so hard on that, but what is preventing us to achieving that now? We think it's because of 2 reasons. First, it's a solid waste charging scheme. Can you imagine? Parents have to spend more than $11 to throw away just one toy. And second, is the limited living space. It's quite a well-known fact, but you know, Hong Kong is ranked the first and the most unaffordable city in this world until the burden on the shoulders of people who are struggling to make ends meet is getting heavier and heavier. So, here comes us. Toys recycle us. Brand up your toys, bring more joy, without spending extra for happy girls and boys. We come with good intentions, but what problems are we trying to address here? We are here for 3 goals. We are here to solve 3 problems, and all these problems are intercorrelated. First, we notice there's a significant discrepancy between the income level of the families. While some of the children having an affluent lifestyle, some of them are wishing for an electric kettle, book coupons for Christmas, but not toys. And meanwhile, for those having an affluent lifestyle, they are consuming more than what they can. And in fact, more than 60% of them are having more than 50 toys. And worse, they do not know how to cherish them. And in fact, an average lifespan of toy is just 6 months. And 70% of them will end up in the landfill. It is unacceptable. The situation is dire, and we must do something now. Toys recycle us. It's more than just a program. Toys recycle us, and a new toy can create more than just a SE, more than just a program. We can impact the society and bring forth a better future. With the strength of a new toys, having a strong channels of the community, extensive volunteering resources, as well as expertise in toys handling, we can facilitate the partnership with communities as well as optimizing the toy handling process. And with the additional revenue generated from us, these revenue can be reinvested back to a new toys to expand the scope of business, to implement more initiatives, and to impact more families. Together, we co-create, we synergize, we bring a better future for Hong Kong.
After seeing the solutions of toys recycles, let's look into the opportunities and catalysts both in the long term and the short term. In the long term, we have seen evolving toy industry. The industry leaders, for example, Lego and Toys R Us, are launching their own eco-friendly toys. We've also seen blooming sustainability-based economic concepts. There's growing number of second-hand online toy sharing platforms. There's concepts of recycling and shared economy are emerging in Hong Kong. For example, children can freely play the toys in Hong Kong Central Library. This indicates the long-term growth of toy industry. In the short term, the municipal solid waste charging scheme will be launched on August 1st, 2024. According to an academic study, children are having inconsistent affection of toys, which means that they are easily getting bored of toys, resulting in a short lifespan of toy of only just 6 months. So the solid waste charging scheme is adding burden to parents. This shows the immediate opportunity for toy recyclers to enter the market. Echoing a new toys mission of breaking hierarchies and creating communities, Toys Recyclers focuses on serving families with moderate to lower incomes, especially with children aged below 11. In the first year, Toys Recyclers will cover 4 main districts: Tai Po, Sha Tin, Wong Tai Sin, and Shen Shui Po. With 0.5% penetration rate, it will reach 500 participant families in the first year. In the second year, Toys Recyclers will radiate to 4 more districts: Yuen Long, Tuen Mun, Kwun Tong, and Kwai Tsing. With 0.45% penetration rate, there will be additional 650 participant families. Later, Kenrick will show you how this market figures brings us the revenue. After knowing the dynamics in toy industry, we should know who our competitors are. Our direct competitors is Happy Baton, who is online toy rental platforms, who serves customers with different durations products. Our indirect competitors are Green Toysland, a nonprofit organization, Carousel, a secondhand e-commerce platforms, and some other offline toy shops. We'll compare across the competitors across price, target group, accessibility, and environmental impact. Across the spectrum, Toys Recyclers stands out by having a lower rental fee and a stronger connection with the community. So let me walk you through how exactly Toys Recyclers distinguish among competitors. In other words, why would customers choose us? Suppose that there's a parent with a kid. The kid eagerly wants a toy and frequent. A rational parent would probably go to the shop has a lower price than that is Green Toysland. However, after parent is checking, how should he or she getting the toy from Green Toysland? We found that Green Toysland only served for low-income families. This results in the limited accessibility to toys. And the parent could probably say to the kids saying that, baby, probably we need to leave the toys to families really in need. And then he or she go to some online platforms or offline platforms like Carousel and toy shops. But the municipal solid wasting plan immediately pop into parents' mind. For additional rubbish or toys disposed, a 0.33 to 11 Hong Kong D will be charged on the recycle. Plus, there will be negative environment impact due to the highly plastic components in the toys. So among Toys Recyclers and Happy Baton, Toys Recyclers wins by offering a more economic price. Moreover, consumers are easier to access the Toys Recyclers channels, both online and offline, while Happy Baton only offer free delivery for orders over 600 Hong Kong D. That's how Toys Recyclers stands out, and let's see how it works.
After understanding the market, to be aligned with the vision and mission of the new toys, we have the following plan. Here's the preparation plan. We have a 6-month-long preparation plan before the official launch of our program. Starting from January 2025, we will search and prepare for the warehouse that used to store the donated toys collected from the donors. And at the same time, we will contact the existing connections with the help of the new toys in these 4 districts. It is also important to hire logistics and helpers so that our campaign can run smoothly. In April, we will launch the donation campaign in this district, Central and West District. And the reason we choose this district because they have the highest median income throughout Hong Kong. There's 43,000 Hong Kong dollars per month. And we are sure that they have plenty of toys to donate for us, especially after the implementation of MSW charging scheme. At the same time, we're open for pre-booking as well. In May, we'll sanitize and repackage the toys collected during April and according to different age groups. For example, from 0 to 1 years old, 1 to 2 years old, 2 to 4, 5 to 7, and above 7 years old. So after 6 months of preparation, finally we will have our official launch, and this is our execution plan. In year one, our partners start to promote our plan through like churches and community centers. And our package toys are then being circulated after this promotion. In the next year, we will expand to 4 more districts, just shown here. And our main goal in year 2 is to ensure a smooth daily operation. And risk management is what we exactly need. We suggested 2 mechanisms to sustain our business. The first mechanism is to reduce the health risk by following the standards given by the Center of Health Protection and posting sanitization videos regularly on social media like Instagram and Facebook. The reason behind is more than a marketing strategy. By providing these authentic standards and proofs, especially after the COVID-19, we can build up our brand name and enhance the customer confidence so that we can build our credibility among the stakeholders. The second system will be a credit system that records the time of a household that broke our toys. Not only we will ask them to repay the retail price to us, but also they will be blacklisted if 3 records are accumulated. The reason behind is that we have to protect our asset, including the inventory and cash flows, so that we can operate smoothly and steadily in a long term. We believe that is a good opportunity to cultivate an appreciation for children, for shared resources among the children. And the ultimate goal is to enhance the sustainability in both aspects, business and environment. We can lower the risk of losing our assets while protecting the environment by throwing less toys to the landfills. And as you may concern, how exactly our money will flow in and flow out during our program. And here are the financial details.
So after knowing how profitable the market is, let's talk about the financial plan. In this section, we will be talking about why do we need 1 million investment from you and what can you get from our projects. So our revenue scheme is relatively simple. The only way for us to make money is by renting out our boxes. And as mentioned by Amy, in the first and second year, we will be implementing our program in the low to medium districts. And the cost per box we'll be renting is around $100 per box, and there will be contained 4 toys in that box. So $100 is only 0.3%, a very tiny portion of the monthly income of those households. And we believe it will be affordable to most of them. So we aim to target 500 families in the first year and around 1,600 families in the second year. And the expected revenue will be around 600,000 in the first year and 2 million in the second year. As you can see, we can triple the revenue figure in within a single year. It shows how profitable the market is. Now let's talk about the cost. This part is about how are we going to spend your money. So when we first talk about we will be renting toys, the concept that popped into your mind might be, how are we going to obtain the toys? And here's the good news. As Harris has mentioned, the solid waste scheme will be implemented very soon, and we believe we can obtain more than enough toys through the donation schemes in the Hong Kong Island medium to high income districts. Therefore, we don't have to spend extra costs to obtain the toys. And after having toys, we have to clean and repair them. And we plan to hire elderlies to do the sanitization work. You might be wondering, why elderlies? The reason is a new toy is currently having a program where elderlies participate voluntarily to do the repairment of work. And the success of this program shows that the elderlies are capable and have the ability to handle it. Another reason is that we can hire them in a slightly lower wage. We tend to offer a $40 hourly wage for them, and we expect them to repair around 4.3 toys per hour. So to keep this number, we'll have to hire 13 workers in the first year and 36 workers in the second year. And the cost would be 200,000 and 576,000 respectively. And after having the toys cleaned and repaired, we have to put them in the boxes and store in the warehouse. So we plan to purchase boxes with a size of 31 times 30 times 51 centimeters to store the box with four toys. And the cost per box will be around $40. So we will have to spend around $20,000 in the first year and $26,000 in the second year to obtain the boxes. And after having the boxes, we have to store them in the warehouse. Since our program is keep renting out our boxes and they will be cycling among the families and our customers. So we don't have to face the problem that all boxes are stored in the warehouse at the same time. So we will fairly assume that only 25% of boxes are in the warehouse and we will need around $56,000 for both years to store the boxes. And we're going to rent our warehouse in the same building that New Toys is currently having their warehouse. And the last cost is about the delivery cost. As mentioned, we would like to minimize the cost bear by the low-income medium families. Therefore, we will be in charge of the transportation costs. With the existing connection that New Toy has, we can offer a $50 per box of transportation fee, back and forth. So the total cost for the first year will be around $300,000 and around $1 million for the second year. And here's a cost breakdown. The total estimated cost for the first year is around $580,000 and around $1.6 million for the second year. The total estimated net profit will be $15,000 in the first year and $300,000 in the second year. We can achieve a positive net profit in the first year. So now, let's further move on to the forecast on the year 3, 4, and 5. Before that, here's the cost structure for year 1 and year 2. And as you can see here, the cost structure is very similar for both years. The largest portion is the delivery cost, and the salary, the rent, and packaging. This is very important for us to do the forecasting in the following years, as we are having a very similar cost and revenue structure. This can help us to have a more accurate and reliable forecast. And here's our 5-year forecasting plan. Our revenue is always higher than the cost, which implies that we're having a net profit for every year. And we can reach the break-even point within the first year. And over the 5 years, you can earn a maximum of 2.5 billion. How much is 2.5 billion? It's equal for you to save your 1 million investment in the bank with a 4% interest rate for 32 years. 28 years left to wait for the same return. Isn't that attractive? Therefore, we would like to have your 1 million investment to our project. Toys Recycle Bus. Toys Recycle Bus. It's also thrifty, recycle, and unlimited. With your support, we aim to minimize the cost bear by the low to medium income families, but at the same time, provide a happy childhood to their children. We also aim to break the hierarchy of the rich and poor. With our recycle scheme, we will try to create a sharing community and contribute to a sustainable future for the next generation. Also, the potential of children is unlimited, same as our program. With your support, we aim to start from bringing toys in new life to bringing children a new life. Therefore, we would like to have your support and investment for our program, Toys Recycle Us. Then we can achieve our goal that rent out your toys and bring more joy without spending extra for happy girls and boys. Thank you very much for your time. We're now going to the Q&A section.
I want to ask questions about your execution. On the this page about the credit system part. Actually, I have some questions regarding your standard of how to judge whether a child break the toys or not. Because we think that for instance the legal toys. Look, Lego toys. And it contains many trivial parts. And if just a single part is lost, and even the toy owner cannot recognize it. So in this case, will it be identified as breaking the toys?
Thank you very much.
Clarify that.
Thank you very much for your question. So you want to know more about how are we going to define whether the toys is broken or not. So with our current system, a new toys is having their LDs to work on the repair and sanitization work. And the LDs have worked on a lot of repairment works. And there are also activities from the new toys that they will try to make some broken toys and change them into a new toys. So we will try to make the toys that we call broken and see if we can transform it to a new toys that can be rent out again. So if we try our best that we still cannot to make it new toys, then we will define it as a disruptive toys. It's not, we will try our best to keep our program to be sustainable and environmental friendly to create some new toys.
Yes, and also like for each toy we rent out and include in the system, we will have a stock record for it. And if there is any changes, for example, damage or obsolete parts, then we'll check whether it is man-made or a naturally occurring incident. And if it's a man-made one, then we'll see what's the reason behind it. And for example, using the example you have suggested, Lego, like there are like offline store of Lego where you can buy parts of different Legos individually. And maybe at that time, we will require you to buy or pay us the same amount as the retail price of these Lego parts.
Like, first of all, like, thanks for the wonderful pitch, and I like very much. And I just have a minor question, like I think your program is actually very fascinating, and I'm curious about if, like, how are you gonna to collect so many toys that if you are collecting from the rich district, like if there is some scenarios that you cannot collect so many toys that like the supply is not enough for the demand, so how are you gonna to deal with this?
So thank you for your question. So you want to know more about how we're going to collect our second-hand toys with a lower or even zero cost free, right?
Yeah, basically, like if there is a high demand for your product, like, and how you ensure that your supply is coming over in.
So first of all, I'd like to provide some data about the toy collection. So for example, in the past 5 to 6 years, there are others SE collecting second-hand toys, and on average, each SE collect around 50,000 toys per year. So with our program, we only need 500 times 4, which is around 2,000 toys in the first year, and around 1,650 boxes in the second year. So we are only targeting around like 1 to 2% of the entire population to get their second-hand toys. And besides, the solid waste scheme is also a very good reason for them to choose to donate their toys instead of throwing them away because they have to pay extra costs. So we believe the donation base will also be larger after the implementation of the charging scheme.
And one simple point to add is that during April, we have we are open for pre-booking. And this is a good timing for us to estimate the actual demand of the service so that we can prepare for any over demand or under demand cases.
If we actually cannot obtain enough toys through the donation scheme, we will purchase them in second-hand, other second-hand market, or even from very low cost first-hand. For example, in the Taiwan guy in Manchai, their average cost of toys is around 40 or 50 something. So we believe, and also since the purchase of toys is a sunk cost, we only have to purchase once and do the repair afterwards. Therefore, a investment at the very beginning can generate a very large profit in the future. We believe it is profit.
Okay.